Alright, so I wanted to talk about the Typhon Shard armors that you get in the Rainbow Path Festival here for this year. And they're full defensive armors. I believe they are some of the strongest armors ever created because the panic status is one of the strongest statuses. When they redesigned panic, it became super strong. And so what I'm going to show you here is we'll start off with some basics here. Um, So let's go ahead and dismiss the guest and the pet, and then we'll just go with the Eternal Champion's Defiance for the potents, and then I'll just use the water version. And there's a darkness version as well. I picked it up also. A lot of people I think would like the art. Think it's okay. And then let's go ahead and do. I guess it doesn't really matter here. So basically, you're gonna get two toggles. Let me turn these off. So the second one here is actually an Ellie lock to water or darkness, depending on the version you picked up. And then it also does a burn, and it also um, causes you to heal when you have landed hits. So let's just see what the heal amount is. So we got, so we're 2508. Go ahead and do that. So we're at 2590, so it's 82. So I guess that's 41 hit points per landed hit. That on the surface doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm going to show you that it's actually not bad. The burn looks to be 1.5 power for 3 rounds. I guess that would be 4 because the monster just took a turn. And then so again we have armor lean of 0.8. This armor would work quite well for warriors because the melee attacks deal 1 times. And so I'm using Masamune here. So we'll get the Ellie lock plus the heal, and so this particular weapon's not doing too bad damage because I have its toggle on with the BTH and the extra lucky strike rate. So that worked out pretty well for using this specific weapon. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the actual toggle. I might lose here. Alright. Let's see if I can manage to get out of this. This monster hits pretty hard. I might lose here, but what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and show off the panic. Now, the panic works whether you cast a spell or attack. So let's see, and it's going to scale with water. So water's 96. Let's just see here. So the panic is 77 right there on just the one attack. That was versus 96% water there. So it'll scale from there. If you had like 150% water, it'll get better, for example. Like, let's see what we can manage to get versus this monster, which has 180% water. So it also hits versus hits misses. I think I missed one of the 2 hits. Missed one again. Need to make sure I have SP here. So that one was actually, we have 57%. As you can see, as you land hits here, it's going to increase and stack. The panic is versus charisma, so you're basically going to have an advantage right off the bat. And as you can see there, let's see, these are actually +0. The info subs said -10, so maybe they changed something, I'm not sure. So as you can see, we have down to 14% for the monster. So as you increase your panic stack, those landed hits that are causing you to heal 41 hit points per landed hit start to become pretty good, because you're getting reduced damage, and then you're eventually going to actually start to out heal the damage you're taking in. Now what I'm going to do here um, is show that it works with the spell. So let's do Runic Binding. I think I need to toggle on the thing again. Alright, do it one more time. So you should get a panic off the spell cast here. As you can see, was 82%. Water is only 75 there. So as a result, you can actually cast an actual panic spell like Seeing Red, and you basically get double the amount. Alright, now we're going to put it all together, all the panic stacks that you could possibly do, and we're going to find out how quickly panic starts to stack, and hopefully, let's see, just make sure, I just want to make sure fire and darkness are in water. Let's see. Alright, Prime Chaos Orb fucked me there. Let's see, let's do one more. Alright, so let's get out of this one too. This guy has high blocking. I just wanted to show off basically what we're working with here. Alright, that's probably good. So I'm going to cast Seeing Red with my Typhon Shard. So it's going to scale versus fire. It's also going to scale versus water, because the armor exactly is water. So then what we're going to do here is I'm going to bring on my Warcaster Staff. So in this case, I have the water one, and then I'm going to bring on Dual Creature 72s. So that's going to be versus 85% darkness. So what we're going to try to do is see what kind of total panic we get in one cast. Keep in mind, you're going to get panic from the armor, spell, pet guest, and the weapon, all on turn 1. And let's see what kind of damage reduction we're going to manage to do here. So we're already at 16, down to 7, down to 6. So one turn you're at 6% damage for the monster. And keep in mind, this is all charisma based, except for maybe, I don't know what the save is on the staff, but with potence, this monster has no chance at this point. Let's do one more and see how low this ends up going. We're at 0.3, 0.01, 0.014. So we're now at 0.011. So this is part of the reason why this armor is so good. And what I normally do from here, honestly, I'll go ahead and grab like a more offensive weapon. You can actually swap to something that is a lot more offensive than this guy at this point. I mean, panic is so low, it's at 0.009. It'll eventually go to 0 if you keep going. Once you get panic so low, even if you're hit that first turn, you lose initiative or something, you'll just heal back your what little bit of hit points you lost. And so that's basically what I like to do with this. Um, I'm going to actually end up healing this monster a little bit with phase, but we'll see what we can get here. So we're at 20% damage turn 1. And so at this point, most monsters there are basically don't have a shot. So again, 2 turns and you're at 5% damage. Sometimes at this point I'll actually spam click Prime Cast Orb. One of the few scenarios in which I will do it, the other being using that Doggy Rider armor with dual creature 72, since it will Ellie Seek versus Undead. So it'll always scale versus whatever the monster's worst resist is, and will always the panic stack will always outperform the damage change that you're absorbing here. So basically we're at what, 21 clicks. So despite 21 clicks taking that hit to my defense, I'm still at full hit point. But that is the Sinister Typhon Shard armor. Again, there's a darkness version and a water version inside the Rainbow Path Festival for this year. And so, just like stacking anything else, stacking damage boost, stacking whatever, you would want to stack panic effects all in one to get the most benefit, and basically versus probably 98-99% of the game, your character will be invincible for the rest of the fight after basically the first turn. But that's it for this video.